Hey guys, Corey here. Today I'm going to show you a little bit about prayers. Now, to start, we're not even going to have a staff in our hands. We're just going to learn a few simple motions. But to start you off on your prayer journey, you're going to learn the prayer chi, which will be a constant roll. You can learn it this way, just learning to pop it. You can learn it this way. If you're afraid of keeping your arms together, you can't do it yet. You're going to learn that once you're up here, that vocal point, this wrist is going to be your guider into that prayer. And again, we're going to make sure that you learn. You're going to use a lot of your back of your side of your forearm. You're going to learn pinch points to change directional spins. Instead of rolling out like it normally would, you're going to use the back side of your arm as that vocal turner. Also, I'm going to show you how to do it from a Steve as well, because that's probably one of the most conventional ways, and most people do it that way. I'm also going to show you how to do it from a chi roll. But to start, we need to learn it without having that middleman chi part. We're just going to use our elbows to pop it right below our shoulder. And then also going to learn extensions, motions. I mean, you could learn this. That's the actual movement you're doing, but you're keeping your arm here. Now, some people might like to move around with their chi rolls. It helps to be able to have an easier control as it's rolling to help it turn. Now, again, put your hands together, learn clockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise. Now, why do it without the staff, you might ask? Well, you're going to learn that what you're doing is just an extension of what you're already doing. You're just getting that muscle memory, able to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Before you try to make your brain comprehend, you're trying to do it with something else other than your arms. And again, you could do a multitude of different things with this. You could do a matrix, back into a prayer. You could do the Steve into a prayer. It's all about learning that you don't need the prop itself to do what you're doing. You're already doing. So, to start, let's pick up the dragon staff, or whichever staff you want, but in this case, we're doing it with the dragon staff today to learn the rolling momentum that adds to the effect. And again, center, pray, now, you might say, hey, he's not rolling the dragon staff, it doesn't count. Or, hey, that needs to be rolling. Well, learning this movement will help you when you start rolling it. And by doing so, you learn that when you're here, this vocal point is where you're going to allow yourself to be able to do that. Now, you can do it either way. I find coming from the right side into a prayer is far more easier than the left. It's the whole predominant and non-predominant hand thing. Now to start, just remember, keep it centered, not too violent movement. If you're having trouble with this, clamp it like this. If you're having trouble with that, let it rock. Because it doesn't matter if you have your hands together to start with. What I'm trying to do is teach you that you need to have your hands together. Now, this is before you even enter a real prayer. We haven't popped it and gone into prayer stuff. Now, to go from that, you could do a chi roll. Over here, here, roll back your arm, here, and then generally you'll be able to do it. And again, from side view. You're doing this, Once you get it here, pop it. Boom. It's all about that movement. It's a constant prayer belt, but instead using your sides to add to that prayer effect, like so. And here's where it gets even cooler. You can do it with tracers. As you would coming down, you're gonna learn that vocal point is where you can turn it to go into a steed, or I'm sorry, a prayer. And by doing so, you don't have to have it rolling at first. Learn that later. Turn it around. Boom, you're here. And now, since it's here, you want to pop your arm, and as it's rolling, you're going to twist it around. Boom. And hopefully by the end of it, you'll be able to go into it. And again, I constantly find myself walking through a crowd. Slow turtle wins the race. I mean, it took me a while to even learn how to do the prayer, but for me, keeping my hands together and learning this chi gave me the control that I needed to understand where it's going to be rolling as I keep my hands together. And as I find those vocal points, to pop it to different sides. And again, from this way, boom. As you're rolling down, right there, that's where you're going to do it. From that point, it's all about moving the staff around the direction you're flowing. Right here. So we're going to pop it, and restart it. Again. Down here. Place, let it roll over, round. And again, if you're having trouble with keeping your hands together, work on this. Just learn those movements to build some muscle memory. Because what you're going to be using the most is right here. Matrices, Steves, back to that arm, the vocal point. Once you go like that, place it here, there, and around. Okay? That's about it. If you guys got any questions or concerns or comments, please let me know. I'm glad to help.